I'm hoping you will indulge me and say out loud what these letters mean as we go through this beautiful long acronym. Okay, so we're going to start with 2S. So if you would please say out loud what 2S means. Two-spirit, yes, absolutely. Two-spirit, in kind of a colonial Western definition of two-spirit, is someone who's Indigenous or sexual orientation diverse or gender identity diverse. Okay, some people would describe that as someone who's Indigenous and queer. I've often heard that in that definition. That's kind of a colonial way of describing it. I heard this great teaching from someone with the Athabasca Chippewa First Nation, who's also given me permission to share this. And what they said was, when you're two-spirit, you're connected with the spirit world, and you're connected with yourself, and you're not feeling the hate from anything over your ancestors. I just thought it was such a beautiful definition of peace with our ancestors and being in touch with teachings that have existed here since time immemorial. I would like to share with you that not every Indigenous person who is LGBTQ is going to identify as two-spirit. So that's why I personally use the acronym 2S and LGBTQ. I've had some conversations with folks where they say things like they feel like LGBTQ are actually colonial terms and they prefer to only use two-spirit. So that's why I separate it sometimes. Another term that you often hear, and you even heard it earlier today, was that many folks will use the beautiful term indigiqueer. And many folks like that because it reflects both aspects of those identities at the same time. What I will share is that many nations have their own names for two-spirit. I would really encourage you, if you have a relationship with an elder or a First Nation, or if you're First Nations yourself or Indigenous yourself, really try and learn those terms and share them and use them, because two-spirit really is an umbrella term that's been offered as an explanation, but might not be as specific and as empowering for some folks. And I will also share that two-spirit or indigiqueer are terms that should only really be used by Indigenous folks themselves.